All right, everybody, here's the walkthrough for AutoCAD drawing number 23. Gabe Jenkins back with you. Hoping you're having a great day. I know I am. This is a tricky one. There's a lot to figure out, right? I said we were going to use the millimeters template. And so if you've watched the overview, I kind of just tried to really quickly walk you through my process of doing it without actually walking through every single step. But I'm going to walk through every single step right now, so you have a chance to follow along if that's helpful for you. Again, I'm going to remind you this is my way that I did it, but I could do it differently next time, and I could have changed it up from the way I did it in the overview. I don't know. We'll see. But there is no right way to do a CAD drawing. There is a way that ends up being correct, even if it's not the most efficient. I'm going to show you one way of doing this drawing. All right, so I'm over here in AutoCAD. These are my construction lines, but if I want to just turn those off, you can see this is what it looks like. Okay, I'm going to start off by making a new millimeter template. Going to situate it here. I said I was going to make all these central circles first, and then try to make the ones on the outside. So what I know about the central circles is actually dimensioned over here. On the side, it says the smallest one has a radius of 4, radius of 9, radius 11. Okay. So go over here. Where do I want to center it? 0. Okay. And the smallest one is radius of 4, which is tiny. I'm going to zoom in there. All right. Make another one, radius of 9. On the wrong layer. I'm gonna go stick on the visible layer for now. Okay. 4, another one that had a radius of 9, I said. Another one that had a radius of 11. And then, if I remember, there's a bigger one just in the central that has a radius of 17. So let me just do that real quick. 17. All right, so that's that one. All right, now I want to just be able to copy. It'd be nice to just be able to copy and paste these 3 central circles because they all have the same diameter, same dimensions. And so what I realize is that in order to figure out where that center point is, it is exactly, if I zoom out a little bit here, if it's 230 from side to side, from center point to center point, take half of that, which is 115. And so it's going to be 115 out from my center points here. But how far up? In order to figure how far up it's going to be, I need to look right here, and there's a line that says 7. Okay? So I'm going to go up. I'm going to go out 115 and up 7. So these are going to be construction layers. And so I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go 115 out and 7 up. Up. Not bad. And 7 up. Okay, so that's going to be where the center point of these other circles is going to be. So I can just copy and paste, right? I know that if I click here, it's going to select everything that I've touched, right? And do I want to do that? No, I'm just going to click this. I'm going to be more careful about what I click. All right, and I want to copy. So I want to pick it up right at the center point and then place them right there. Okay, so now those 3 circles are done. Okay, I could, if I wanted to, you know what, maybe I'll just do this right now. Make a copy of this and copy of that and mirror them to the other side. Okay, and then I can copy all of them, copy these 3 circles and copy them. Oh, gotta pick my base point. Copy them right there. Okay, so now I got my kind of the basics. I'm starting to see the basic structure of it, right? All right. Next thing I said I was going to do is I was going to work on this bottom arc that goes like this. And in order to do that, there's a couple of things we could do. One of the easiest, maybe the easiest way, it says it has a radius of 200. So I'm going to do a circle because I know I can do tangent radius circle. and I can say, okay, I want it to be tangent to that circle there. Let me zoom in a little bit. So it's tangent to that circle, tangent to that circle, and it has a radius of 200. So it gives me that big, 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 long, I'm going to put the whole thing on the visible layer. On the visible layer anyway, cool. So now it's tangent here to this circle and tangent to that circle. Trim away the part I don't want, and I'm left with that, okay? It's a super easy thing to do, right? I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to do, again, I'm going to do a tangent, tangent, radius, circle. So just to show you again, click on it. It's going to be tangent here. It's going to be tangent here. And I'm going to say 200 and hit enter, trim away the part I don't want. And I'm left with those two things there, okay? I'm going to now use my offset tool. What I want to do is I want to offset this one so I can make kind of a copy of this one up here. And in order to do that, if I look and see, the biggest circle here has a radius of 11, which means that the diameter is 22. So if I just make an offset that's 22 up, that should be pretty good, okay? So I'm going to go back over here. I'm going to say offset. My distance is going to be 22. And I'm going to click here. I'm going to click here, okay? Click, offset, 22 again, and there we go. All right, now I'm going to trim away the parts I don't want. I like to keep things nice and clean. Some people like to just wait to do all the trimming till the very end. That drives me insane because it's just like, it starts to just look visually so hard to figure out. So I'm just kind of getting rid of these things that I don't need at all anymore. Okay, so it's starting to look right. I guess I could do these two fillets right here, 2 times radius of 5. So if I go to fillet, radius of 5, multiple, I'm going to do many of them, not many, but 4. And now it's done, okay? I think the entire outer structure is kind of now done. And now what we have to do is we have to construct this shape in here, right? And if you look carefully, it says that this upper kind of arc that makes up the top part of this kind of rectangular pocket, that's 3 units down from my upper arc here, and the bottom is 3 units up. So that looks like it's the way I create that is with an offset tool, right? So let's see. So I'm going to go to offset, and it says it's 3, so I'm going to make my offset distance 3. And I'm going to do this one up 3 and this one down 3. Now, I'm not going to worry about this side at all right now. I'm just going to focus on this side right here. And I'm going to try to create this left line right here and this right line right there at the right angles and from the right spot. But in order to figure that out, I'm going to look over here, right? And I'm going to need to look carefully at the dimension. It says that from the center point, let me just zoom in here so you can get rid of that. From the center point here to where this diagonal line right here intersects with my horizontal construction line that I drew earlier, that's going to need to be a 75-degree angle, and it's got to be 27 units, 27 millimeters over from my center point here. My next kind of point of intersection is going to be 50 millimeters over from here. So it's going to be about 50 millimeters wide, and it's going to be 75 degrees in the other direction, right? Now I'm building this whole thing on the other side, so I'm going to have to just flip this around a little bit, but that's no biggie, okay? So here's what I need to do. 27 and 50 are the 2 important numbers I need to remember. So I'm going to make some more construction lines right here. Construction lines, and I'm going to go from here. Let me zoom in, make sure I'm on the right spot. I'm going to go straight to the right by 27, and then I'm going to go another 50 more, okay? And so right there is where this line is going to be, and right there is where that line is going to be. All right. All right. So let's see. I need to go back to my visible layer because these are going to be real lines, not construction lines anymore, and I'm going to need to make a line. My first point is going to be where that 27 was, and I'm going to go up here, and I need to go at least this far, so 13 seems fine. And the question is, what is my angle I want it to be at? Well, if straight up is 90, and it says it's at it says it is like another, it's a little bit more out than that, right? So, um, what is the easiest way of thinking about this? If it's 90, if this side is 15 over from 90, then I want it to be 15 more than 90. So it's going to be 105. Okay? All right. I'm going to now extend this so that it goes all the way to the other side. Okay, so now it touches that bottom part here. All right. Going to make another line, and this one's going to be from here, and this one's got to go this way. This one's easier. It doesn't need to be, it can't be that long, that's fine. I'm going to say it's going to be 75 degrees this way. Okay, I'm going to extend this one as well. So now you can see I have this, 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 this. I have the outlines of that shape. I'm going to trim away the parts I don't want now. I'm just trying to isolate just that little part. Zoom in here, zoom in here. Is that all? I think that's all of it. Okay. Okay. Now, if I look really carefully over here, it says that all of these things have a fillet of 1. And so I'm just going to do one more fillet here. And going to do multiple. And I'm going to start filleting these corners here. Okay, now I zoom in, it's all done, looks good. All right, now the last thing I want to do is I want to mirror it to the other side. Okay, so mirror tool, select all my objects, don't leave anything behind. I think there's everything. Once you select everything, you hit enter to select. Now you got to tell the mirror, where is the mirror line? There to there seems good. Don't erase anything else, and I think we're good to go. I'm trying to look and see if there's anything I'm missing right here. I've deleted, trimmed away any unwanted lines. I often forget to trim away like those lines. Let me just get rid of my construction line so I can see what it looks like without that. And I think we're good. All right, going to go ahead and dimension it and put center points in my circles, and you can be done. All right, it didn't take all that long, but it is a lot of tricky things to figure out, specifically with the angles of the kind of diagonal lines going here. Just make sure those in the right spot, and make sure you're locating your center points of your circles in the right spots, on the left and right. Mirror tool is super effective here, and I hope that once you are finished with it, you feel good about this one. All right, have a great day, everybody.